It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, we're going to look at Damian Harris. He was outstanding last week, racking up a ton of yards and touchdowns. It's the Bills and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from Fedx Field here in Landover. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 109 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Short throw here to tight end Bates.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Another throw for Howell.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And a dump off here to Robinson. Shoves him aside.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. But here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the Bills' 29-yard line.
Howell from the gun. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Was this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10, Howell. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Here is 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Now they go play action with Howell. And a throw there going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that would be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
35 yards that time on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And this is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and goal at the 5.
Trying to power it in with Arma. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's Howell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Harris running straight ahead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I've talked about that running back's renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Allen. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Bills at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hitting momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Now a first down carry for Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
Commanders 9, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. So here's Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Hardy set to return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. Man, those numbers from last week. What do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can put around monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that, that would be history.
It's 2nd and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson shrugs it off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for Washington. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson down to about the 45. A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at 7. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And Howe will throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Howe, he'll look to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Howell. And he's got it. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Deontay Hardy. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
And incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll go play action. Howell. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Howell out of the shotgun.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Howell, 3rd and goal.
That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Sam Howell.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen, flush to his right.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
They hand this off to Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Bills.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Allen
Allen now looks to throw. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, it's Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Allen to throw once more. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. But how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that could be important, as that makes this a 16-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And here come the Bills. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Stephon Diggs still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills get a bit closer. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Complete, it's Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd and 4. Howell from the gun.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Howell now to throw it. Into space at the 45.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Back to throw. Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
That's complete to Turner. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Howell looking to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Now Hardy on the return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself. Usually it opens it up for other people that have big games as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Allen.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Allen going to throw. And
incomplete.
There's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. That is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And Howe will throw it. This pass into the hands of Turner. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Touchdown. A 62-yard punt return. And the Bills have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, what a game for him. He hits for the return cycle, so to speak. He had the kick return. Now the harder part, just got the punt return for a touchdown.
And I would imagine that the special teams coach, as the ball left the punter's foot, he was thinking, should have kicked away from it.
Yeah.
Should have kicked away from it. He's in a groove, and sometimes you hit those grooves or those zones in a game, and he's in one now. He's in perfect sync with his teammates blocking, and he knows how to find the end zone.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Howell throwing on third down here. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on fourth.
Washington first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Howell throwing on first down here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Howell. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Howell throwing for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Howell. And this is going to be incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got that punt team getting loose on the sidelines. So that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the 1st down.
2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in person or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Howell. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Robinson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Robinson again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Howell now to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Allen now looks to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Pushes past him. Oh, some strong running. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And the Washington offense going back to work. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. There he goes left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1 play and they're already just shy of midfield. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Howell's throw complete to Dotson.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Brings up 4th and 1.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First down, Howell to throw.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
And Howell will throw it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now out come the Bills.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Allen going to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On play action, Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incomplete
distribution there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They start on the ground with Robinson here, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Matt Milano, an All-Pro last year, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return, Hardy. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Crown Martin, and the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Powell throwing on 1st down here. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. On the give, here's Robinson. And he will have a Commanders 1st down, and that should just about do it. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that.